What's up, y'all? Chris. Real quick, UFC 166 post-fight thoughts, afterthoughts. Hell of an event. There was a lot of good fights in general, but like from the last two fights or last two or three fights on the preliminaries through the first few fights on the main card, the pay-per-view, man, just crazy stuff, you know. As far as the pay-per-view, you know, I had a couple of quick early knockouts by John Dodson and Gabriel Gonzaga respectively. Then you had that crazy fight between Diego Sanchez and Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert Melendez, you know, definitely deserved to win that fight. He definitely got the better of a man. Respect to Diego Sanchez. That guy was getting his ass whooped and just kept bringing it and coming. Just going for it, you know, never let down. Great fight, you know. Definitely lived up to the billing, if not exceeded it. The next fight, Cormier versus Roy Nelson, wasn't nearly as entertaining or action-packed as the rest of the fights, but it's cool. Gave you time to come down a little bit before you've gone on to the main event. But a good win for Cormier. You know, pretty much dominated Roy Nelson. And as far as the main event, Cain Velasquez getting it done once again against JDS. He pretty much dominated this fight as much as he dominated their last fight, their rematch. Pretty much just controlled the action the whole time. Good game plan, good strategy, stuck with it. Smothered JDS against the cage. Stayed close on the strikes when they were striking. When he backed up, he really kept good space. Didn't let JDS get off too many good clean shots or too many flurries. I'll say this, man. Junior Dos Santos may never beat Cain Velasquez again. Despite what he thinks, he'll never beat the Klitschko brothers. He never could. But that guy shows a lot of heart to be able to hang in there as long as he did in two fights in a row, or two fights against Cain Velasquez, where he took an absolute beating. And had there not been such a awkward finish to this fight, he most likely would have made it the distance again. I don't know how. After the fourth round, I thought that was the last round. I was sure that was the last round. I'm like, wait a minute, the fight's not over yet? But, yeah, props to JDS for just hanging in there, hanging tough. Just, you know, through all the shots he took to the head. But, yeah, that finish was kind of crazy, you know. JDS went for a submission, and Cain reversed it, and JDS's head hit the ground, you know, after all he'd gone through and all he'd survived. To go out that way was a bit anticlimactic, somewhat similar to Henderson versus Pettis 2, where it was kind of an anticlimactic ending, but no matter. It doesn't take away from Cain's domination. Cain wins. Cain's the champ. He proved he's better of the two, you know, at least for the time being. And I don't know who's next, probably Fabricio Verdun, but I don't see him standing much of a chance against Cain. Either way, though, hell of an event. Really good event. I'm pretty drained from watching that. And now I got to go watch Alvarado versus Provodnikov. Still don't know the results, no spoilers. Hopefully that's a good fight, but man, it's been a long day. But a lot of good fights so far. I'm looking forward to at least one more. Anyways, what are you guys' thoughts on UFC 166? What do you think about the event? Fights? Fighters? Whatever. I'll talk about this event a lot more in depth on Science and Fights Radio Show on Sunday. I'll put links to that later on in the information video, as well as Twitter and Facebook. That's it for now, though. Till next time, I'm out.